Okay, I'm skipping ahead here, Drippy, because I did all of this, and then I realized that the game sound was a bajillion, was insanely loud. Like, it was so loud. And so I've already done that, but I didn't have a whole lot to say, honestly. Like, you were often not in positions to fight or get kills. You're often the guy with bomb, and so you're third or fourth in, and your teammates would entry and get kills, and you guys are 6-1, obviously. So, um, you weren't really like, there wasn't all too much you could do or were doing, you know? So it's just kind of a slower start. One piece of feedback was I feel like you guys were going mid too much. I mean, it worked a couple rounds, but I felt I am a mid hater on Vertigo. I find mid is best for lurking, and that's kind of it. So I watched this round too, but we can watch it again. So you have to grab bomb. Guys have a decent setup. You have all 4 towards B. Molly default. This gets extinguished, which I don't know why. That really looks like it should have landed. To me. Like, no need to spray here. Your next point of contact is on the side of the smoke. If I'm a CT, well, I guess Luke here can spot it. But still, possible somebody's behind default and they can swing you here. So this spray, you're just going to be dead if somebody does do that, right? So no need to spray there. Just be ready for the next point of contact. Then you swing it. You don't spot anybody, so you're going to plant. I think planting on the left side is a safer option here. It's just harder to spam. But if they hear this plant on the right side here, this is a much easier spam for like number 4 right here. But it is planted for stairs, but we don't have stairs anymore. Some very unfortunate purple dice that. That was just a panic moment, right? It's understandable why you panicked. You got 2 guys swinging you from B, but you don't need to crouch there. You can take a little bit more time and just adjust to his head. Just a little bit of panic, which is fine. It's normal. I do it all the time. Yeah, and then you're trapped, and so that's a really tough fight to win that one when he's swinging you from sight. Okay, so now we're going A. Have bomb again. Yeah, I swear you've had bomb every round, man. Every round. I'm gonna go up ramp. Why do you have a molly out? Let's get your gun out, just in case, right? Come through ramp. Throw any util you want to up here. You know, you can throw a nade, you can throw a molly, you can throw a flash, bank it, and then gun out and be ready for these fights. Even if you're third or fourth in, lots of times somebody's going to swing, and if everybody on ramp has their gun out and they're ready, it's highly unlikely that anybody swinging is going to get a kill. Maybe they get one, and then they get traded. But if you have your molly out, and then maybe somebody else is looking elsewhere, and then 2 people up here, it's much more likely that they're going to be able to get a multi-kill and win the round off of it. But then here, you run back. I don't know why you're running back. Let's play the numbers game, right? You guys killed 2A. There's maybe 1 more A, which does happen, but I think you rotated from mid. Just take it. Just take sight. Don't overthink it. Take bomb A. Go with your team. Play the numbers. Molly Heaven, good. Yeah, you guys got a shit ton of util, too. Right. Kill that guy. Swap the Opporuni. Yeah, save back here. There we go. Okay. Now we're opping. I want to see you B peek here. You got a great B spawn. Ask for a flash. We're going A. That's fine too. What's your initial contact? Where are you gonna hold? Top rip. Nice. Not bad. I'm down ski with that. Your team makes a ton of space. There's a problem with Opera on Vertigo. Your team is like all 4 go up ramp, and then you're stuck bottom, and then you look over there and you're like, shit, they could just insta rotate down and catch me. So I like that you immediately run up and go with your team here. And did he? He must have got shot through the smoke, or the smoke landed after he got shot. It's a good flash. But now we can kind of slow it down. They have numbers, but we still have a lot of util. Heaven, right? Hold bomb, hold bomb. I get that they could be flanking, but you didn't know, and if I was playing, I would have known. And I would say, just, you know, don't let them deny bomb plant here. If somebody swings the smoke, kills him, and then your buddy too, it's donezo, right? Although I do like that you're checking flank. Nice shot. But I guess there's another... Okay, never mind. Because this smoke would have... This is an odd smoke that's plumed out over default, so because yellow's on the right side, it's very unlikely that somebody would swing this left side of the smoke and be able to kill bomb plant, so never mind. That's good. I'm cool with checking flank. And then I don't blame you for dying a short guy, because why are there 2 flank and 1 went up short? Grabbed a operito. I'm curious what made you like want to leave the call and feel... Because it's not... it really isn't a bad game so far. 1 up short. 1 crane. Yeah, just keep holding this. I mean, you can peek short, but somebody should have said, you know, on your team communicated that they're smoking short. So sending a peek towards short, once that smoke lands, just isn't worth it, because somebody can be crane, they can peek bottom ramp like what happened. So I don't know, a lot of times I'll mix it up and I'll come in front of the box and just peek towards crane and hold that while my team is scaling up ramp. That's another option than going back here and holding top ramp. But just be a little more patient. You know, somebody should tell you they smoke short. Okay, my buddy's still ramp. I should help him. So I'm going to keep holding ramp or crane or very top ramp. Okay, we're at 3. Great half so far. Buy op again. Go peek B. You have great B spawn. You're wasting it. On Vertigo, if you're opping T side, like, go use your spawn. Use your spawn, right? Go peek B fast, or go peek crane fast. Or even go mid if you want to. Hold mid. But just use your spawn. You don't want to be, you know, late to these spawn timings, because the util's going to be down. You're going to have less opportunities to get these picks. Throw the smokes. You're going to hold upper. I like it. I mean, your crosshair isn't where anybody's going to be, right? You're holding like kind of in the middle, so you have to decide left side or right side here. Am I going to peek? Am I going to hold the ramp peek, or am I going to hold the short swing? So, and because you're all the way to the right, not all the way, but you're significantly far to the right, you can't really hold the short swing all too well. Just hold this right here. Because you're going to force yourself to hit a flick, right? But then you spot him. Oh, you flicked off of him. That's unlucky. This combo is so cool. Walk up B stairs, see if we can get anything. We're not playing close. Hold that. Yeah, peak default. That's a tough off angle as an opper. Yeah. Overall with the opping, I feel like you just need to go fast and go somewhere and hit an immediate peak, you know? Go ramp, peek crane, hold it. Go B, peek B, and then scale up B and try to find a pick on B. But so far, like, there's nothing wrong with it. You've been a support player, you know? You're third, fourth in, you got bomb. You're not entering all too much, except towards the beginning you were entering a little bit. So I wonder if it's the CT side that causes issues. Seems like it's a fast B hit. Yeah, just run over. Checking mid just in case. Probably time to get going, even though there is one mid. Still have gun out just in case, yeah. Okay, let's go kill this guy B now, because they're separated. Crouch. Good. Okay, nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that you said fuck that mid guy and just go kill the A guy. It's a good play. We're playing a buy Molly. You know? See, they forced. Buy a Molly or a nade. I hope you do. Damn. Especially if you're playing ramp. Mollies are so strong on ramp. Especially, like, they cover so much space now in CS2. Nice. I love to see it. Fast ramp smoke. Coming up ramp. You get... Man, this is like the fourth time you've gotten giga blinded by your own team's flashes. I don't know what's going on with the comms, or people calling flashes, or what. Maybe they just said, I'm gonna flash ramp, and then it just pops there and they're facing it. I don't know. But something's up with it. Something funky. You've gotten blinded a lot. So I like, if your team, you see your team is still pushed up, you got a guy crane, like nobody's gonna swing you from ramp here, right? So you don't need to full swing this and try to fight for it. You can more so play an off angle. You can right click a flash and then just jiggle it. Like you can play this as if you're controlling this space, right? Rather than the short haul. Because if they go 2 up here and then you full swing this, you're just gonna get traded. But it's way harder for them to trade once they come out here and you're playing an off angle. You can kill one, swing, kill the next. You know, you have 2 flashes, try to make a play with a flash, or ask a teammate. It's super easy as a teammate to just send a flash from like headshot into short, from sight into short. You know? So that's a tough fight to take, that 1v2 swing. But now, looks like we won the round. We're gonna scout. You're solo A with scout, which is tough. I mean, you can get info, but you can't really hold ramp. Look upper. That was just way too big of a swing. Right? Look upper first. Jiggle this, see if somebody's upper. Take that fight. Because of smokes in CS2 and this ramp smoke, there's a lot of space behind it. So especially if you're upper, you're still going to see some people in the back. Quite, like, a lot. So you got to be much more careful about how you're taking these fights. So, you know, jiggle and try to take a fight towards the left side of upper, and then slowly clear it one by one a bit more. Because if you full swing like this, you're exposing yourself to where, like, you know, there could be a number of people back here ready for that fight. You have a molly too, and you're anchoring. So you don't necessarily need kills in this situation. You just need info, and you need to delay in case they do come towards A. But this has been a tough start to CT side, so I bet you're wanting to take some fights and to get some kills. Now we're on a full eco. USP, gonna go towards crane. Nice, I like that you're swinging, because they took so much. Oh, don't spam that. Yeah, stop spamming, Drippy. You just gotta be ready for the fight, right? Spamming, like, it's cool, but it just puts you at such a disadvantage. Your crosshair is off the angle. You have to wait for your recoil to adjust again. And it also just tells the enemy exactly where you are. So if you just crouch, walk up, and just be ready for this fight, you have a much better chance of winning that. Or you can even hug this right wall and go down here and grab this AK and then be ready for that fight. Because, like, he could swing out, but he's most likely going to be looking at upper, he's looking towards sandbags. He won't necessarily expect somebody lower. Scout again, why? I'm guessing this is a solo play area. And you're soloing A too. You use your this is Brutal drippy. You use your smoke ramp, so now you're sandbags without a smoke, and you have a scout too, so if you are mollied and you're forced to swing out, there's like no chance of a multi-kill. Maybe you get one, but if you do, then you're just probably just dead after that. So if I'm solo A with a scout, I'll go through elevator, I'll go crane, and I'll peek and I'll send a shot. If there's nobody there, then I'll just drop and play around sandbags and maybe jump spot, send some peeks, whatever, try to get info. And I'm going to save my molly, too. I won't molly early. Maybe I would. If they've been going A a ton, then I would. But, you know, peek crane. If there are people coming, fall back and then use your molly. And just wait for numbers. But going solo sandbags here with a scout, no smoke, no flashes is you've put yourself in a really tricky spot. And now you're telling them you're sandbags. So it's extra tricky. But now you have a teammate towards headshot, so he could help you. And then boom, he's just so ready for that fight because you told him you're there, right? See, your teammate threw a flash for you. This is where, you know, I don't know exactly what was happening in the comms that made you want to leave. But this is where those comms would have gotten you that kill. If you did send some shots short and let the enemies know that you're sandbags, you can tuck in and then wait for somebody to peek you, have them make a sound cue or something. Or just at some random time, you know, send some shots, tuck in, wait 10 seconds, and then have your teammate flash for you. Whether there's somebody there or not, that gives you an out, right? So if this guy is holding you with the op, boom, you can either body shot him or kill him, and then you can get out. Because at this point, you don't want to be sandbags. Once they know you're sandbags, the value of being here is so much worse. Now we're double A. You have an A1. Purple's gonna peek short. And took the long way around. Just go around default. Half blind minimap. Just go around default this way. This is faster. And then if you want to send a flash ramp, you can either bank one against the pole. Well, this pole, boink, boink, and then pops in front of you, top ramp, so you have to turn it. Or you can come around this way and then just right click, run, and flash towards the middle here. If you go around this way, you're just wasting a little bit of time. You dinked him. Now both of you are falling back. See, because he was so late, he was already way up ramp. But if you try to optimize the time, be speedy, 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 then you probably would have seen him come up here or come up here, right? Maybe retake ramp. Does 6 have a flash? He could flash ramp for you. No, he doesn't have a flash. Okay. Checking upper. Okay, he's clear. Gonna push it. Get a crosshair on, you know, active crosshair placement. Get it on. There we go. Better. Keep it close. Not tight, right? But closer. I don't mind this angle. When I like dropping down here and playing down here and holding that angle. You know, it's kind of a one and done spot, but it's the crosshair placement for somebody's peak and ramp down here. They're going to be holding that upper bit where you are. So if you play down here, then they have to flick downwards towards you. But it is kind of one and done. This is iffy. Keep your crosshair up here, but your next point of contact will be somebody jumping up, right? They're going to jump up here, so crosshair up, head level right here. Unless you're playing a gap, but I don't really see a gap there. Yeah, there you go. But nobody's coming. Nice. I want to know, like, because I still don't get it, honestly. I don't get what happened where you felt like you needed to leave VC and cool off. I mean, the T side, I felt like you just played really kind of slow. You were third, fourth in a lot. You didn't have too many, like, opening duels. You didn't have too many duels at all. And then this CT side, it felt like maybe you got tilted from the T side, and now you're just kind of making some bad decisions, not fully playing with your team. They're coming up ramp. Send a shit ton of flashes, so you're gonna run back. Use that molly. Molly top ramp. Yeah. We need that earlier, though. Like, after those flashes come, boom, 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 boom. Okay, you're running back, molly out, left click, boom, right there, and then come back. You just want to buy enough time to where you can come back to site, somebody can come through elevator, and then you can have 2 people on site set up. Oh, risky. Play behind default. If you play here, they can still see your head. I think you have to duck, you have to crouch and stare downwards for somebody to not see your head if they're swinging ramp. But if you're towards the back here and you're crouching and somebody swings this way, they'll be able to see you just fine. So play on the back here because you still have a guy short? No, did he die? Okay, your guy short died. Never mind. But still, you can come back even further, reload back here. Right? After you get that kill through here, just step back, reload back here, and then play around the back of this pillar. So then that way you're not... Careful! Yeah, your next fight's gonna be a ramp. So if you are stuck default here, crouch, look down, and then peek back up, boom, like a little gopher, and take that fight. But you gotta be ready for the ramp fight here. You saw them, they were coming up. Your molly didn't fully stop them, which is what happens. They can still jump up sandbags and swing, or they can just skirt past the backside of it. Just gotta be ready for that fight. 12-7. We lost that round, so we're gonna eco just by a deagle. We hear at least 2 under A. Drinking coffee. I'm so tired right now. I gotta wake up, Drippy. Planning B. Oh, send it. Yes. Nice. Now you're in a tough spot. Huge. Grab the AK quick. AK out. That's your teammate. You gotta be ready for that fight. That's a very likely fight that you're gonna take. So this peak needs to be purposeful. It needs to be... You just need to be fully ready with your crosshair placement, with your peak, swing, boom, crosshair placement on there. Ready to take that, because you're not going to get a fight anywhere else, except maybe if somebody jumps up double right here. Aside from that, that's your only fight, so you just got to be... That's my only fight. I'm going to peek it and be ready for it. Take that fight. Okay, so not a great buy. But we get a buy nonetheless. Smoke ramp. I've never missed that once in my life. I'm joking. Flash ramp. You guys need to be playing A a bit more together. I mean, 6, like, did he throw a flash or something? Why is he back here? Maybe he's throwing a nade towards sandbags. If you're 2 towards ramp, then you guys should be calming and playing, you know, 1 peak short, 1 peak ramp, both peak ramp, maybe 1 play sandbags, 1 play site. You know, different setups, but 1, you're playing aggro, getting info, and then 6 is playing back. But this is an opportunity, but you guys missed the ramp smoke, so that's fair. Playing a bit more passive. So instead of coming up here and peeking, you know, whenever they're coming up ramp, they're throwing a lot of util, they're throwing hella flashes, etc. So with this nade, you can just, instead of peeking, you can jump on crane, boink, boink, bounce it towards ramp. Because this one's just less likely to do all too much damage. So commit to the plays, right? If you guys miss the ramp smoke and you say, let's play a bit more passive, okay, I'm just going to go throw a nade, and then I'm going to go make a setup towards site with number 6. Or let's both take ramp together. Let's both swing ramp, or let's both take short. No shots. 1 more up ramp. Hear him rotate, and then you guys hear 1 towards mid. 6 is probably gonna rotate. No? Oh, he drops you up. Okay, cool. Just in case if there's still A. I don't mind you still holding this. They can hold mid and B with 3 people, no problem. Looking 3 mid now. I did not mean to skip all the way through that round. I apologize. Skip. I'm sorry, my brain is like mush right now. Alright, here we go. Holding. They're going B, they're going mid. They get the pick B, so now you're rotating. Tell your buddies, like, you got op, you can play elevator, tell them to go 2B. That's the most likely way you guys are gonna lose this round now, right? Somebody dies on B, dead. You got 2 towards plat, and then you're towards A. You go elevator, hold this lurk. You know, you can play back, play more of an off angle, so then when somebody comes around and exposes themselves here, boom, you get that kill. Okay, you killed the lurk. But if you guys played like so heavy mid like this, or Dan even stays here and then he gets picked, you guys are locked out of B, and that's a really hard retake. So have, you know, tell them both go B, but you're not, I don't think you're in comps at this point. That was super wide off the angle. I guess you're expecting a wide swing from way back, but get that closer. Yeah, they both die. See what I mean? Like if they're able to push up and get in better positions, you know, maybe one hiding behind default, one gen, and they could swing together and get a crossfire going. Like they need to be going. They need to go B faster from mid. And that's where, I guess, being in voice comms would help, where you could say, I got mid, both of you go B, you know? Nice shot. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're pistol by again. I'm glad we're saving. 3 towards A, only 2 towards ramp. Like you guys, like for the past like 4 rounds or something, I don't know. That's probably inaccurate, but they've been going 2A only. And so if you guys swing as a duo, you know, swing ramp together, you guys could be getting ramp no problem and getting kills with it. I feel like you guys are just out of sync and you're not fully taking advantage of them not sending numbers towards A. Maybe we take a 1v2 and then now we're 2 towards site. And you go headshot with the deagle. And now we're just playing kind of a default without A1s or A4s. 1 towards short, yeah. Hey, no one's up short, so you don't want to leave, which is fair. Ooh, that was a cheeky timing. I mean, good awareness. I don't blame you for losing that fight. That was good awareness, knowing that somebody could be there, or somebody could be top ramp at that point. You guys must win this round, right? I'll go towards ramp. I mean, like, he's flashing side hall. And then rotating off, and then what'd you throw? You threw a molly? Like, you guys just need to commit to, we're gonna fucking take ramp every round and fight together, you know? Like, this is bullshit what you guys are doing right now. You're not swinging, like, okay, for somebody to stay back and just throw util, there should be 3A, because the person stays back, double flashes, and then 2 swing, right? If you just have 2, both of you should swing. And this is where, like, you need to be in voice comms, brother. You're playing A on Vertigo. You need to be talking with your buddy. I know, like, even might have got tilted, tired out, whatever. I don't know. I don't know the full story, but it's, you guys need to be calming and making decisions together. Like, you guys double flash ramp. Why? Neither of you swung. Nobody swung ramp. There's no reason you guys need a double flash. If anything, just come up crane, drop a nade, and play sight. You know? You guys just wasted 2 flashes for none. And he insta-rotates. And that's just a tough fight to take when you're solo and this guy doesn't have to worry about anything else because nobody's taking attention away from you, right? Then you peek up and he's not worried about taking any other fights. He just has that fight with you. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he should have rotated, to be honest. There should be 1B, 1 mid, and then 2A, especially because you guys heard people under A. You run towards A, but then you run back, run towards... Smoke top ramp. Hold the left side of the smoke. Just hold it, hold it. You can flash up and to the left of you, right? Wider is better. Like, for them to be blinded by that, they would have to be swung out super far. Flash up, there's just a lot of open air above you. Left and to the right. Oh. Just too the T-pose. Just too finicky. That's pretty much the only fight you're gonna get there. Either somebody up here or somebody right there. And the crosshair placement is really close, right? But you keep kind of like flicking into the smoke. You're just a little jittery. So just chill. You're good. Just hold this angle because they're not gonna expect this fight. You have an advantage in that fight, or come up behind the pillar and just full hide, right? That's the demo, and you guys want it. What an odd demo. I don't know. I really don't know what to think, Drippy. That was very strange. Because it's a 5-stack, I like want to give, and I have been giving feedback on playing as a team and playing as a 5 and calming, but then you left comp, so then I can't really talk about that much. But then as a solo player, you're playing A lot, almost entirely solo. A lot of rounds somebody would come with you and they would just flash and then they would dip. And it's hard to take ramp as a solo. Period. I don't know what the end of that sentence was going to be, but that's it. It's hard to take ramp as a solo. So like it's kind of where you need the comp. You need to tell them, you know, fucking come with me ramp. Let's swing ramp together and take it, because they sent 2A almost every round. It's really hard full taking ramp with just 2, you know? CTs have a distinct advantage to swinging ramp versus 2 Ts because they can swing from multiple angles. The Ts can only be walking up in a certain little area. So I feel like that CT side could have been so much faster if you played 2A, 3A. You know, that one person who kept throwing that flash, they can throw it if you have 2 guys swinging. If you play 3A early, and then that guy can rotate once you guys have ramp, you know? And then I feel like you just need to be more sound in your decisions too. You just feel a little jittery, a little here and there. I think you just need to, and I understand this is a lobby full of higher elo players, so then it's just a little different. I know that feeling, but yeah, it's tough. Weird demo. I'd like to see another demo, honestly, Drippy. I don't have a ton to say about this one, so I'd love to see another one because it's an odd one. It's an odd one. So I can jump into a map real quick and just show a little bit of the util I was talking about. Okay, so the nade I'm talking about, you know, you can come through your elevator. If you realize like you're solo A, you can just jump up here and just against the edge of pretty much anywhere along here. You can just toss a nade. That one's beautiful. As they're running up ramp, they're just going to take a shitload of damage from that. And obviously you can do the same with the molly. And if you're playing solo, you know, come through elevator, come through here, go quick, bank a flash, boom, peek, get some info. You know, maybe you take a fight here. Lots of times you're gonna get a fight right here on the right side of the smoke because that's where people like to walk up. Or you're gonna get one short. So take a fight short or take a fight here. Whatever. If there's a lot coming, it's better to just fall off and say, okay, a shit ton towards A, right? They're coming A, you can back up. Just bank a molly, slow them down, come back. If you have a bit of time, you can just bank a nade there. Do whatever, right? Just buy some time. Get that first peek really fast, get the info, and then buy time. If you're peeking towards short, you can also just... I like banking a nade off there too. You know, somebody's gonna come up short. That nade comes, boom, they're slowed, and then the peek is easier for you to take that fight. I don't think it was included. I was talking about a mid smoke when you guys take mid. Once, like, if there's a guy CT and there's a guy elevator, just bank a smoke off here, just running throw. That fills up mid, you know, maybe there's some angles that you might have to take a fight, but regardless, boom, you get that smoke and you guys can go really fast up plat. Right? So many mid pushes just fizzle out because there's no clear, like, this is where we go next. And so this smoke just makes it really easy for you and your team to be like, okay, we got that smoke down. We can just go up, headshot together really fast and just split B, you know? So that's it, Drippy. It was an odd demo. I'd like to see maybe like a solo queue one or one where you guys were calming the entire time, because like it's hard to analyze the decision making and what's exactly going on when I know there's no communication, you know? But I think, you know, just get the confidence up a bit. I feel like a lot of the peaks or a lot of the fights, you panicked a bit, right? You would insta crouch. You would kind of spam too much. You would spam smokes a bit too much, spam walls, and not be fully ready for the next fight. The crosshair placement, I think sometimes was too wide, which is kind of rare, but I would say focus on your crosshair placement. Where's the next point of contact always? What's the most likely spot that I'm going to take my next fight, right? And get your crosshair trained on there. So I hope this was helpful. I'd love to do another one. Thank you, Drippy.